Dumelang. Lebitso la ka ke nna Martin Atlantic, ke sebetsa mo NMG, mo department mo re thusang batho ka member education le trustee training. And today re tlo thusa batho, re tlo ba le bolela ka the two-pot system. I'm sure ka mokana rena sa ra utlwa ka yona, and re na le agenda ka mo ya hore re tlo thuma ka go tlhalosa gore two-pot system ke eng. Re tlo bolela gore ke bo mang ba ba leng excluded from this two-pot system, le withdraw bjang tšhelete mo two-pot system, and then re tlo tlhalosa gore di fees di sebetsa bjang le taba e thusang ya di-tax gore batho ba bangwe ga ba tsebe gore wa taxiwa when it comes to withdraw tšhelete ya two-pot system. Session ya rena e tlo nka close to an hour. But before that hour actually lapses, we address the questions. So, if anybody who those questions more Q&A, there's a part more this webinar, more of those questions, and then they try to address my fellow. Okay. Right, let's start. Two-pot system, Batomilo introduced about 3-4 years back, and then got 2021 National Treasury. We introduced a norm, and we need to introduce a system to sabat, access at the retirement fund, and at the same time, they were forced to preserve. Those were the two main reasons. Kam ka na la tseba gore una le batho ba bangwe ba re ba tlhoetse mosebetsi ka baka la gore ba sena tšhelete or ba ba broke, yet ba na le tšhelete e ntsi mo retirement fund. And most of us re zama go kry-a di-loan, re blacklisted, a re kgone go kry-a tšhelete anything else, yet re na le tšhelete mo provident fund. So ba decide gore no man, but ka gore ba na le tšhelete tsa bona mo di-provident fund, let us try by all means gore at least but to have the emergency, retirement, that way people will not resign just to get charity provident fund. Whereas the states gets a lot of people have been leaving they were facing financial problems, and we're provident fund. They've got a lot of money, so let us resign and take this money. So Treasury, I don't know. Let us try and be flexible. Take the retirement fund, face the problems unusual. So at least access. So that's one of the changes to this two-pot system. The second one, the notice most members have a change service, provident fund. So Martin NMG, and then 5-6 years down the line, Martin wa resign or sebetsa somewhere else, provident fund, and then he keeps doing that for and then this happens and makes sure at the end of the period, Martin has more provident fund, so all shorter at retirement. So, but no, we need to introduce a system where Martin will not manage to access resign, but he will be forced to preserve. All right. So those are the two reasons why National Treasury introduced the two-pot system. But I need us to concentrate on what does this mean? How are those two-pot systems going to work? We are copying. Okay. So, the vested pot. Vested pot we can stay more retirement fund since Utomo Sebeta. So Martin Utomo Sebeta 20 years ago. And Nansa saver for retirement. All that money up until the 1st of September, nothing changes. If Martin decide to resign at any time, or in 5 years' time or 10 years' time, we can more a separate pot, a vested pot. If Martin decide to resign, if Martin goes on retirement, I got that money. So anyway, nothing changes. And it's pretty important to retweet set away because the as an administrator, NMG as an administrator, and then submitted the withdrawal forms, resign, from now onwards, I won't manage to access retirement fund. No, nothing changes more. Whatever it is that you have saved since Utomo Sebet up until the 1st of September. So pizza anyway, it's not going to be touched, right? So utlonobali a record going forward, every year, heli create the benefit statements, and like Chileto is saving before September 2021, Kibukan. That amount, if we resign, we can create at any time, or if we are retirement, or if we retrench you, we can at any time. In the late plus the interest that will be accumulated more that particular pot. Pizza bobedi by pizza savings pot. Savings pot your kalakadi 1 September. So as it is right now, Halina savings pot. Kadi 1 September, globally vested pot and then from the 1st of September, globally, the new pot savings pot. More savings pot. 1/3 of the contributions that this pot savings pot. So in other words, let's say we contribute 900 rands per month. But don't worry, 900, more than 900, 1/3 it's a more savings pot, and then the other 2/3 the other pot and drop one guy and every key retirement pot. So early 900 rand, but on 300 rands, you're a more savings pot, 600 rand by your retirement pot. This is where the members or if we never want more retirement fund, it's also written from the savings pot. Yeah, look at the 1st of September, what was it's more the savings pot. So it's from the other pots, vested pots by transfer we can savings pots. So in other words, 10% of chelete into this pot, but a maximum of 30,000. The members said are confused. So let's say unali 50,000, 500,000 more pitting your vested pots before the 1st of September, only 500,000. They battle transfer 10% of 50,000 or 500,000, you only have 50,000. But because it's above 30,000, I don't know, against 30,000. Against anything more than 30,000, right? So, but they are going to seed 10% up to 30,000. This is to help the members say that from the 1st of September, because now parents not pizza and next. So but not okay, no, let's just transfer a certain amount. The members are not the amount of withdraw. Now, more pizza we're gonna withdraw only once a year, once a tax year. So in other words, okay, withdraw September this year. August withdraw October or November. It's not fair. But the tax year, and tax year it's the 1st of March. So in other words, September we're gonna withdraw. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, we're gonna withdraw. But after March, this year is after March, it will be a following year. So April next year, you can still withdraw. But then if you withdraw April next year, withdraw only after 1 year, which is only after April of the following year. So in other words, just in summary, more savings pot. Because more saving, more retirement or your savings pot, but not transfer 10% up to 30% into the spot so that you can have some excess. I'll just want to withdraw anything less than 2,000 rands per month or per year or per time. So in other words, savings pot here, I just want to save it like a bank account. Because a bank account, only 300 rand, you can withdraw 100 rand. You cannot withdraw anything less than 2,000 rands, but you can withdraw anything up to the last cent on but only once a year. Then pizza retirement pot. So just like I explained, I got the first example here. Let's say you contribute 900 rands per month. But only 1/3 of that 900 rands, you have more savings pot, and then 2/3 you have more retirement pot. So let's say 900 rand, but only 300 rand more savings pot, and 600 rand we can some more retirement pot. Now, retirement pot, it's an retirement pot. Our gas it's locked in only after you fit like retirement age. Leo ka resign kwa msebenzini, tšhelete o tlo contributing after the 1st of September, more retirement pot, au ka se kgone access. It's locked in. O ka resigner, you cannot take it. O ka kubiwa msebenzini, you're not going to manage to take it. Mara, leo ka retrench you. So into a right now, no, but I don't think it is fair for it. Maybe it's not a more vested pot. He says, if it's a more savings pot, he will change it. That's what I've resigned because I really want to. But I feel it to give savings. So, bank retrench it's not fair for it. For all these years, it's a more retirement pot. So, government is able to know and most probably reverse the retrenchment, but only the retrenchments because we've got no control over. So, but as it is, you cannot take the money. But I don't know review next year. So don't quote me by saying Martin Uite, next year they're going to change the retrenchments, but they're saying they are re-looking at it by Sheba Handle because it doesn't seem fair. Okay, so just in summary, nobody did paid, it's a town, nobody vested pot. That's all your money that you have saved up until the 1st of September. And then globally, savings pot, at Kalangadi 1 September, the retirement pot at Kalangadi 1 September, right? Anything that you save after the 1st of September, more pitting your savings pot, only once a year. And then anything it's more pitting your retirement pot, you cannot access it. Access it only also retirement age. So, I don't know for an example. Let's say only 150,000 more vested pots. That is mandatory saving before the introduction year, the ones after September. Charity transfer from more pitting out, so 10% again. So 10% of 150,000, you're now 15,000. So battle transfer that 15,000 from pitting out your vested pot into savings pots. So we're got nearly 150,000, but transferred 15,000. We were selling 135,000 more pitting right? Our casa contributor more pitting here. Or it will be pitting and it will be interested in more vested pot, right? So it means now, the 1st of September for this particular individual, what about the 15,000? What about the 15,000 rand fair? The 15,000 rand fair for the first month, and let's say we contribute 900 rands per month. But on the Modima, that 15,000 works at 300 rands, and then 600 rand more retirement pot. So every month, Chiletia savings pot, it will be the 1/3, and then every month, Chiletia retirement pot, it will be 600. But this is just an example. I don't know once I fell up with a battery splitter. So what the contributions are, we're not about contributor, okay? But we're not splitter between 1/3 and 2/3, 1/3 into the savings pot and 2/3 more beating their retirement pot. Okay. But what we exclude, we are more this exercise, give us the 1st of September. And they will exclude, they are going to be excluded more than they have vested pots. But obviously, once September, really any previous savings. So it's just going to be savings pot, the retirement pot. So Martin starts working at the 1 September. I have vested pot. Got to give first job, yeah. And then Martin will normally change the savings pot, the retirement pot. But Baba excluded from this. But from the 1st of March 2021, nearly 55 years. So in other words, but they are 58 this year. But where they can choose to get into the pot. Mara by default, but that's part of this retirement pot. But that's part of the 2-pot system. Where the excluded. Mara, but if Banyaga part of this pot, but no head. So you need to notify the fund for the, but now I want to be part of this. Mara, I seem to recommend Sorry, but what about the house retirement, and it makes no sense for you to move actually retirement and usually yet in the next 4 or 5 years about since we need actually. So because that's what we for retirement is determined by Chilitary thing. If we actually withdraws, by the time we fit about retirement, it's a night by the empty, it's not Chilitary. So for the 55-year-olds, or but they are 58 from the 1st of September, we don't recommend for relief banking. The ones back on our survive all these years, and it makes no sense for the all of a sudden mutual sets and retirement because battle shorter within the a few months to come. Okay. If you have a benefit in the savings pot, you can withdraw from the saving pot once a year. If you want to if you only benefit your savings pot, you can get away at once a year, and you can only from 2,000 rands up until the whole amount is finished. So it's only 50,000. Minimum of withdraw 2,000 rands, and on the upside, we're not going to the whole 50,000. Mara all patella tax. Right. Penally, housing loan, divorce order, maintenance order, or if let's say benefit by funding misconduct from servicing. We strongly recommend for the administrators what about can you manage to get that amount or not? Actually, retirement fund, or if okay. So we recommend that way if you've got housing loan, divorce order, maintenance order, or KCM misconduct, please make sure for the administrator first before we get the retirement fund. Right. Retirement fund. I'm sure people so it's very about how do we make this withdrawal? The withdrawal. Okay, come on, NMG the options that are. Option number two is the traditional way. You have to form, submit the documents out, and then one. That process now personally I hear right in now. All right. And then was also we submitted the documents but submitted that process in Canada. So we introduced the process and when in the NMG portal. You know the Israel. You can cancel username now, the password, or log in. Those no Kenya moyo you want to run more retirement fund, the form for not let some computing or no apply. Right? That's the other option. Option M, the other option, Eric Sankia WhatsApp, which is the fastest option in so more WhatsApp option here and Baufa is into QR code. We scan that QR code, hold on the WhatsApp, and then we valid number NMG here WhatsApp. We can type the first process, we type the word hi, and then we'll respond. I don't have the details now, but your ID number, but your employee number, the text number out, just to verify for it, but the right person, right? Also, not more that WhatsApp, you know, like you can ask questions for it. Okay, how does the two-pot system work? How much tax will I pay? I can personal details now. So also not getting more welcome, Miss Mang. ID number sorry. So unalibukai more retirement fund yeah. Unalibukai more your first pot, which is the vested pot, unalibukai more savings pot, unalibukai more retirement pot. How much can I withdraw? Withdraw more savings pot, and what is the tax, and all those questions. What if on all two sides if we are so kind of set questions more you find live responses. So then you are not looking access for this particular system. The two-pot system I saw implemented like automatically 1st of September. So you only manage for clear access to this WhatsApp from the 1st of September. Information now will be loaded up until information, the latest information. So you can go live, apply. We label on the details. The details about is going to be very, very less because information we've already got it from the employers. And then once you complete that, and then now processor claim out. It's the fastest way now processor the claim itself. That's why I'm with some of the sessions how long does the process take here? Processor in Ghana before and it's a very difficult one. Remember, additional is that application probably the text number before any payment, before the any payment, the transfer the communication the SARS. So transfer is a requisition for SARS. SARS yona it's a banka and we expect the delays from SARS side. If you think about it, the retirement funds in South Africa is thousands of them, and but somehow apply at the same time. For the background processor, all those claims can delay. So it's difficult to now NMG cannot. Oh, once we get everything, we can process everything within 7 working days. But a problem go ahead. It's about the 7 working days can do overly delay a week or 2 weeks from SARS. From their side. But the systems are not ready to the extent they are. If we can clear all the details within 48 hours, we can now process a challenge. Okay, better more bank account here. Okay, so also not more this particular WhatsApp globally menu. The first menu, I want to understand how the two system pot works. You saw the system here, service as well. Check if I qualify for the savings pot withdrawal. Not about it. I qualify. But from the 1st of September. But not anything more anything transfer from the previous pot. Withdraw from my savings pot would be withdraw. Transfer money between pots. If let's say we shift from one pot to the next, let's say we go vested pot, we get some more retirement pot. Okay, so you can now choose and another option how you can ask for help. And sometimes the system alien computerized if but who create to somewhere or not in the number a phone which is the call center number 0861 222 588. So you can phone that number and then information on that. Okay. Now, how did the fees? Fee for any transaction we transfer the fees. So more fees are the withdrawals, it's on about 2.5% of children withdrawn, but we are not allowed to withdraw anything more than 600 rand. So let's say when you withdraw to 20,000 rand, but on a 2.5%, 20,000 rand, be 500 rand, 500 rands towards the fees, right? So let's say only 30,000 rand, and you withdraw 30,000. And fee are now 2.5%, but 2.5% of 30,000 rands, you're not 750. So, but charge at the maximum, which is 600 rands. So, anyway, it's a very small amount. But I choose this particular one. Yeah, SARS. And I literally said this particular part, maybe for Bachbalebau and Evans, but consider retirement fund, yearly savings. Maybe you're going to think twice. Do I really need to be or not? Right? Before any withdrawal is made, or before retire savings pots, SARS it don't charge tax. It don't charge tax, and tax by charging your marginal tax rates. So in other words, tax a bank charging for 30,000. I guess the next person and holding out one. They don't like a marginal tax rate. You like your pay as you earn. Remember, pay as you earn is determined by Chileto Ecola. When tax bracket 18%. So if I never withdraw, I don't charge 18% of the amount. So let's say when withdraw 30,000 and more tax bracket 18%, go to 5,400, you will go tax before we get it. If we more tax bracket 26%, before 30,000, about 7,800 goes to tax. So we're gonna know, but we're gonna withdraw 30,000 and stuff like that. Man, need to go hold most of the money or charity agency to know about tax before we get it. And that's why it's also very important for the members that are now, you always make sure for you're up to date listeners. Because if, let's say, at the 1st of September or whenever after the 1st of September, we decide our actually our retirement fund from the savings pot and no to kolota SARS. Once Renarno submitted the request to that withdrawal, SARS to Tumagao one kolota now. If let's say kolota 2,000 rand or whatever amount, that Tumagao that amount before Baupatan. So Martin Ukolota SARS 2,000 rand, right? NASA submitter or the fine or whatever it is, or the IT88. Before Martin Anka Chelete, but no, okay, Martin would do more tax bracket here, 18%. Or charge 18% to tax. Oh, Martin Wang Ukolota 2,000 rand, or Gali 2,000 rand. So Chelete would be, let's say, 5,400 rands. The better deducting 5,400 rands, which is 18% here. Yeah, 30,000 plus the 2,000 rand against equal lot. So like it's not a very good investment, or it's not a very good withdrawal because of tax implications. And but we are not aware for it from the savings pot or batela tax. So we need to think about it. Do I really need to yeah, I need if you don't need it, this guy was tax batela is just too much. When the complain about session, it seems like government from this. To a certain extent, it's true. But if we Chelete is basically for retirement. So government is about punishable for taking this money and making sure for the banka Chelete only if you really, really need it. The situations are not the one. The personal loan, you are blacklisted, but at least you are from this particular facility. Mara, Renari recommend if it is an emergency, if you really need the money. The advantage into young actually from the retirement fund, I finally, I'm sure that's about the retirement funds are in the home loans. If we got home loan, by the credit checks and by making sure for the when by check out affordability. For withdrawal savings pot, I the credit checks, I checking affordability because remember, why withdraw, you're not going to pay it back. So I'll ask you, are we part of so into every year and go for the fella. We'll not let that form, but part of the text and then buff each other. Okay. But remember, you can only withdraw at the mark. Right. Into every recommend go for the before there's any withdrawals, the financial advisors make sure for it's the right choice but and the financial advisors they are free of charge. So later those withdrawals, we probably access your honor with service. So it's okay, if we withdraw 10,000, how much tax will but the tax guy and let's say just make sure for what are the implications of that withdrawal. Okay. Session namo. So if Lina Putiso, Claude more that question panel, and then what we also going to do in Tango got refer to the sessions today, Monday. And probably got the questions from all the sessions because after every session they got the questions. And sometimes we fell up before they arrive the questions. So probably got all those questions, it creates a more spreadsheet one, and then we'll be sending it through to the members, or at least maybe in case maybe somebody else would say question on so those particular answers. So it will a list with all the questions and answers more. And then for this session, it's like again more this Q&A. So which questions did you send and one or the other? Right. Yeah, these are more questions, Alena. We still have somebody so I'm just trying to get these are more questions. Okay, Butse Matomegi Bonang, hi, does the savings pot also earn interest if you don't withdraw maybe for a year? Very good question. Yes, savings pot yao institutes and amola. One thing that we need to know for it, savings pot but it doesn't mean for it, it's on so so chelete our institutes more savings pots. Remember, get on to get contributions every month. What gets there plus the interest. Any investment, every time chelete our retirement fund is collected by investor, so you will be getting interest. Yes, would lower create interest more savings pot yeah. Hi, Martin. If I go on early retirement, let's say at 58, will I be able to get my 2/3 retirement? Yes. So retirement, most South Africa, retirement age, baraki 55, right? The retirement funds, they all have different retirement ages. Maybe 60, 63, 65. So at 58, Bainga is an early retirement. Whatever it is, only you more your retirement pot, Ukonoinga is a withdrawal. But Chelete doing more your retirement pot, we create as an annuity, we create as a pension, we create as a monthly income. Okay, so the answer to your question is yes, you can manage to get your money when you take early retirement. Okay, so every time you have a retirement, just think about the age 55 and above. Any withdrawal is regarded as a retirement, so you can withdraw. We look at as an income. If editing more retirement fund, illegal first year of 247,500, you are not forced to ruin as a monthly income. Whereas as we get as a lump sum. So lump sum from your vested pot, lump sum from your savings pot, and lump sum from your retirement pot only if you got first at 247,500. Okay. Can you please send us WhatsApp numbers? Okay, somebody answered already. Okay, the WhatsApp numbers, and then I think it will be effective, available only from the 1st of September, which is true. Thank you very much. Okay. It is with the withdrawal amount be paid together with the salary for that month, or will it be paid out as a separate transaction? We feel that's about why we send to it. We feel if we withdraw, but it doesn't necessarily mean we transfer the salary out. So in other words, we withdraw today, maybe got the 3rd of September and like got the 25, right? We would withdraw got the 3rd of September, got the 15, it's already ready. Or you got the 15, it doesn't have to wait for your salary. But have a calculator your tax, but only include that together. So in other words, salary I'll get 15,000 and then supatela maybe let's say 18% tax. But the tax here salary I'll calculate, the tax bracket here salary I'll and then calculate the tax, but they don't have to pay it least salary, but only patellate whatever time, as long as process on everything. Okay. Can you withdraw? Sorry, how long does it take to process the withdrawal? From our side, we cannot 7 days. Hopefully, problem ya SARS because I'm for the SARS, the systems are already sensitively now, but I cannot process as fast as possible. So it's a bit dangerous for now to get by pattern like 7 days, yet Rotula maybe a 5, 6, 7 or 10-day delay from SARS. But your night should be pretty fast, especially if we send the WhatsApp app. Okay. Can you withdraw once, then opt out of the savings pot? Come now, savings pot, it's one sort of thing. So what you can basically do, get on the basis can I withdraw 100 and then not be tempted to withdraw it going forward? Yes, we can withdraw once. But it's unfortunate we need to have those pots. So another trick is live another savings pot. And then that way you won't make that withdrawal. But unfortunately, the transfer thing. Unless if it's about no, if charity available, you're going to have a problem. We cannot transfer charity from the savings pot where it gets a retirement fund, go retirement pot. That way, what's about over disciplined or that's following. All right. So you can transfer your money from more savings pot, you get some more retirement pot. Unfortunately, for obvious reasons, our guys only transfer from the retirement pot, we can say more savings pot. But so that they can just withdraw much more. And by the time that we have retirement, but that's naturally enough. Okay. Granny, why are we taxed on these savings when we withdraw? Why are we taxed on these savings when we withdraw? Because we have the first 550,000 tax-free. Okay, 550,000 tax-free is only applicable at retirement, right? So tax-free portion now is still going to be applicable at retirement. For this retirement pot. So that does not change. In it's no tax more than its savings pot. So it's unfortunate. Well, that's the way that they've actually introduced this. By introduced second panel. But I don't mix it up 550 tax-free portion because the other way of anything. I'll partly tax on your first 550,000 when you go on retirement. You mentioned that they take 10% from the current savings into the vested pot. What happens with the rest of the money? Okay, but I'll just attempt it again. Okay, so 10% by transferring into the vested pot. From the vested pot into the savings pot. Pizza away vested pot. That money still gets to be invested. The contributions we are paid, but it will be sitting in that pot, getting interest as well. And one need interest, Lena, is actually because Lena at face value, you are told you've got 3 pots. But when it comes to the investments, Lena, it's actually 1 pot. That way you get more interest. So that's why we do not clear for the after we withdraw. Let's say, for example, LA 150,000, even said that 15,000 or 135. After a few months, Chilitawa is sitting 140,000, 160,000. It's basically because behind the scenes by investor altogether. So we'll create compounded interest more that particular fund. Every year we will create the statement. Statement is always more vested pot, more savings pot, more retirement pot, and if you do a comparison, there's always growth. Growth. So what happens to that money that's sitting in that vested pot? It still gets interest because it's still invested. It will like their interest because it's already invested. Hi, Martin. It's not fair for some members to be restricted to 30,000, whereby they can get more based on the 10%. I understand, William. It's unfortunate because I'm sure neighbors are more control at this thing, and the government's trying to play a parental role. But guys, this is retirement fund money. It's not pocket money or money that we're expected to be surviving with. Because for somebody that's been earning over a couple of years, and maybe I do 2 million or something, more. If that person, if Nebato gets, let's say, 20%, 10% of 2 million, could Nebato transfer at 200,000? 200, and if that person was not disciplined, I don't know, withdraw 200,000. Mutowa sets up by 200,000. Retirement by 200,000. Compounded over a couple of years, so, as I mean, at least by 120 members by just that 30,000 transferring. But if a member feels we needed 200,000, we really recommend after the 30,000 by depositor. Just wait for say, a couple of months with charity, we will get that savings pot, then you can withdraw it. Still not the best idea. Now, personally, I can recommend it. I will withdraw charity from the retirement funds savings was or shorter at retirement. You're going to lose out on the growth and you're basically stealing from the person that you're going to be in the next couple of years. Okay. The 30,000 is still not fair for members, okay? It's the same question. how much does one need to have in 2 pots to qualify for withdrawals? Okay, so whatever it is only you on a more savings pot, you can withdraw as long as it is above 2,000 rand. Okay, so you don't have to have a specific amount. You know, but anything above 2,000 rands, you can withdraw. But remember, you cannot withdraw once a year. Okay. Hi, Martin. What happens to retirement pot in case of death before retirement age? Will it be available to my beneficiaries immediately, or they'll have to wait for the time I would have retired? No. Very good question. And no, it will not wait for where we are retired. So Martin at the age of 47 right now, and got let's say maybe June next year. Now, literally, they do think of vested pot. Now, literally, they do think of savings pot. Literally, they do think of retirement pot. But all that amount combined, by 37C, by 37C Pension Funds Act, by the beneficiary nomination form saga, but distributor charity same time after the investigations and making sure for the beneficiaries. So there's not going to be any delay. Should I guess do the more retirement fund up until retirement age? No. Death is totally different. So everything that is sitting within all 3 pots after you die, plus the death benefits, plus your funeral benefits if you know it's one. Okay. Okay, hi Martin. My question is part of the retirement pot. It's been a while since I've received my statements and might be due to relocation. How can I access my information via online system and what information is needed? Okay, so Sipo, what you can do is that portal, we're going to send more NMG portal, but only a PIN and password. We're going to get more phone now if not that facility more your fund, which there's a 99% chance you have now. Once you do that, but on a PIN and password, but of a PIN and password, or again, but don't verify your details. Immediately also not then when I fund credit now, statements out or the benefits on more funds. So your group life benefits, P share benefits, and everything else. It's an easy way. That way you don't even need benefit statement. At any time, you can check out on the guide. Going forward from the 1st of September, you're not going to create your benefit statement. You want the 3 different pots: the vested pot, savings pot, the retirement pot. Okay. Let me say I have, is it 100,000? Is it 100? Okay, Ongwe, Ramkon, let me say I have 100,000. How much will I get from savings? So, only 100,000 annual. But on the 10%, yeah, 100,000, you're able to get some more bits in your savings pot. But will transfer 10,000 rand, more savings pot. When you withdraw, we're going to get more that particular process. But the charity battery CDAN will be 10,000. Was 10% of 100,000 will be 10%. Okay. Hi Martin, Kikupa send the text bracket percentages so that we can see where we all fall. Just ranges so that we have an idea. Okay. Funny enough, just this morning, a colleague of mine did text brackets. But we can actually send them through Modi Q&A. But for now, if you're earning 97,750 or less, tax bracket is 0. So much less than 97,000 rands per year, or those people do not actually pay any tax that withdraw. But I think I need to be very careful when I say this, because sometimes maintenance are less than 97,750 per year. And then marginally 30,000. And I withdraw from the fund. My tax bracket from that year for that particular month is not going to be 97,000, but 97 plus 30,000, which pushes me more bracket here 18%. So go patella 18% tax. But just to answer your question, and over and above that, that tax bracket, I'll just make a note as well, and we'll steal it from the question. But Baba Holland 90,750 and less is 0%. Baba Holland 97,751 up until 237,000 per year. Bracket Yabana, it's 18%. Baba Holland 237,000 to 370,000. Bracket Yabana, 26%. I'm sure as I'm saying this, and you can make the calculation And then Baba Holang 370,501 to 500,000 per year. Bracket Yabana is 31%. 512,000 to 637,000. Bracket Yabana is 36%. 637,001 to 857,000. That's 39%. And 857,000, we are 1.8 million and 17 to 41%. And everyone Holang and 1,817,000 per year, we are Udim Bopatela 45%. I'm just thinking Kamutwaola 187,000, 1.8 million per year. And if I never withdraw 100,000 more Pitzing retirement fund, will be Opatela 41,000 tax or Shalaga 69,000. That is before 600 rand a year, the fees. So like this thing is going to tax us a lot, literally. It's better too much more tax. Okay, Omar, we sorry, Lerato. If savings pot is not touched, does it gain interest? Oh yes, it gains interest. Just like your vested pot, your savings pot will be getting interest as well, your retirement pot. So every investment or charity in more retirement fund, I know do that for my bank account by investor and Baba transparent, but every year for the total interest but will not declare, let's say 10% for this year, this much for this year stuff. But regarding that portal, interest by declare daily. So share statements out today and 2 days later, as that's trying to put the sometimes they are fast. Again, what depends on the markets being as well. But in most cases, but it protected those investments, and all you get is an upside their investment returns. If I retire, does it automatically be included in my pension money, or should I apply for it separately? So if we retire, into any recommend and key facility for all NMG clients, the financial advisors, just before Fitako retirement, for those, in fact, about 2 years before Fitako retirement, you start getting the calls from the financial advisors. So do that first as an individual, but level a situation now, and then back on to second the annuity. So it's not really automatic. They will contact you, and then back on to second the retirement options are. And by level situation now as an individual. So Martin Aganoba Ali married at retirement. So but on to saga a retirement annuity or product if income retirement. Or Martin will be very lucky and very single retirement because Martin will create more money. There's no retirement as an individual and but to saga product if I there's no retirement. So it's not automatic. But only the financial advisors that look to sign just before their retirement. Okay. What happens if I die before my retirement age? Hi, Martin, will the two-pot retirement system affect my housing loan? Okay. Yes, your two-pot system, it will not affect your housing loan. I guess affect your current housing loan. Let's say only housing loan, I guess only affect Mario affect the territory qualifier from the savings pot. Because if let's say from the savings pot, will there be enough for cover your housing? So housing loan, if let's say when you go and only housing loan or if not a divorce order and stuff, just speak to the administrator and then qualify for that. But hey, even if your administrator, look at more that WhatsApp anyway, it always says it's about a housing loan. So it can actually tell you how much can you qualify because it always says effectively that housing loan facility as well. So it can be pretty easy. That's why I recommend this WhatsApp facility because everything is it's right in front of you. What if government owes me tax? But no patela chelete how plus the chelete about kolota. Okay, that's the easy one. Okay, Joyce, I heard you said we can get our money from the vested pot if I resign. So if when I resign, I will get my money from the vested pot or whatever money I accumulated in my savings pot. Yes. So if you can resign, you can create a vested pot. So you can resign annually or resign next year or after the next 2 years. Chelete only your number of vested pot, you can clear, all right? Plus the interest. So yes, you can get it. And then the chelete early more savings pot or resign, you can clear. All right. Oh, somebody has helped me out. Can I see that? Lishonon, thank you very much. Lishonon has just put in the text brackets. You've just made one did say homework. I said no homework, yeah, no. Here that text bracket. I'm sure you can actually see it more questions, Mona. That's one is 2,700, 1817. That's it. It's accurate. Okay. So the answer to that question, there it is. We will still put it. It will not happen more the Q&As for those of you that would most probably not have access to this. Okay, I just need an advice. Do you think I should take it or must I leave it? If I'm trying to say, is it worth it to withdraw it? Okay, Kamlau, if I'm going to give advice, it's also get into about needs analysis, ask you questions, more questions, and get to know your situation. But from the top of my head, I do not recommend buying because of the tax implications. And because personal withdrawal right now, you are stealing from the old man or the old woman that you are going to be. Retirement. So if you don't need it, if you say it need it, don't take it. Just leave it there. It gets interest and it goes smile at retirement. It's just for emergencies. So I can recommend it if I'm going to give advice without even doing a needs analysis. This guy had a man if you don't need it. Just take it if only an emergency. It's better than we are going to but it's not the best solution. For those who were employed after 2021, can you also withdraw from the savings? Yes. Anyone that is employed, I can withdraw from the savings. So even if you were employed at 2021 or after 2021, remember from 2021, we feel that 31 August this year, we only vested pots. You still have a vested pot, local resign, or can clear that amount and stuff. So yes, from the 1st of September, when our Thomas after 2021, you are still going to start contributing towards the vested savings pot, and you're going to contribute a more retirement pot. So you will have access to the full thing. So there's no difference. I'm to our terminal service 2021 to 1999, exactly the same. Okay. 1999, it's about more retirement. Yeah, no. So bad example. Okay. Martin, you skipped my question. Hi, Martin. What happens when one passes away? Does NMG work with salt and cedar? No. NMG, okay, that question, Nora, can we go to Nora? Hi, Martin, what happens when, sorry, just before we go there. Okay, NMG does not work with salt, with cedar. Well, cedar, nali book ya cedar, Erin Killing, we took over the cedar book at some point in time. So in Turkey, recommend if linali any questions or if linali any query that has to do with cedar, call center arena, the details is it part of the book Erin Killing or cedar na Marasot are very clear. It's a totally different administrator. Okay, I need Nora. Nora is so how do we get the WhatsApp number? Must we go to the link or call? And do we know how much we have as the Pick and Pay Provident Funds? Because we didn't receive statements for a while. Nora, I've actually worked the Pick and Pay and the incidents at these sessions, the retirement planning sessions, Pick and Pay for the past 2 months. Pick and Pay gets already members access to the NMG portal. So for you guys, it's even easy. Then I'm going to send more NMG portal to check the statements out. And then more link WhatsApp. What they're going to do is banally the phone details and remember the links to get into this. And then for people who have created that particular link, there's going to be a QR code. It will be sites and QR code HR. You just go scan your phone and then more that WhatsApp. And number is going to be released as well, but on number NMG, and get into the WhatsApp. Okay. Right, for the first time session, we've answered all the questions. Okay, Nelly, it's a question that's been answered as How said. I say, how do I know how much do I qualify for? Anyway, when I'm on WhatsApp and on the statement. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any more questions, then we're just going to get them more this app, and then it will remember updated statement or updated question and answer spreadsheet. I'm sure by mid next month to everyone that is attended this. Some of those questions are little more this session. These are more the sessions that the combine for the benefit of everyone else. And then recording your session is also going to be ready mid next week. So if there is something else I would you can just rewind and play it and rewind and play it as well. There's more information on this two-port system. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let us not make the rational decisions. Be so informed. Let us ask questions. Let us understand this thing. And we need to make informed decisions. But yeah, that's as far as I can go. Thank you very much and hope you have a wonderful day. Galawa.